5 WWE legends Triple H could bring back as Zoey Stark's replacement on Raw. WWE Monday Night Raw this week was an important show. Not only did it help build towards Money in the Bank next month, but it was the final edition of the Red brand ahead of this weekend's Saturday night's main event. There were 2 Money in the Bank qualifying matches. Roxanne Perez stood tall over Becky Lynch and Natalya in one of the bouts, while Rhea Ripley emerged victorious in the other qualifier. Unfortunately, the match where Rhea Ripley won went horribly awry early on. Zoey Stark, one of Rhea's opponents, attempted a springboard dropkick on Kairi Sane. However, something went wrong, and Zoey was severely injured. She was even carried out of the arena. While everyone wishes Zoey a safe and rapid recovery, she does leave a big void on Monday Night Raw. With Stark absent, Triple H needs someone to fill her shoes until she can return. This article will look at several legends the game could bring in as a last-minute replacement for Zoey until she's back in the ring. Below are 5 WWE legends that Triple H could bring back as Zoey Stark's replacement on Raw. Number 5. Mickie James just finished up her LFG duties. Mickie James is a rare example of a star who was incredibly successful in 2 companies. Not only is she a former multi-time WWE champion, but she also was a dominant force in TNA wrestling for years. While she hasn't competed in a WWE ring in quite some time, James has remained affiliated with the company. She served as one of the coaches for the first season of LFG, which aired 15 episodes on A&E. Michelle McCool is taking Mickie's spot for Season 2. Now that James has wrapped up her LFG duties, she could return to the ring on Monday Night Raw. James is talented enough to fill in for Zoey Stark, and it would be great to see her get one more run. Triple H would be wise to give Mickie a call. Number 4. Trish Stratus replacing Zoey Stark would be quite fitting. Trish Stratus is one of the best of all time. She was likely the most popular female performer of the Ruthless Aggression era and one of the most popular figures of WWE's Attitude Era. She is also a multi-time champion. The WWE Hall of Famer competed in a WWE ring not too long ago. She teamed up with Tiffany Stratton at Elimination Chamber in Toronto, where the 2 defeated Candice LeRae and Nia Jax in a tag team match. In the past, Zoey Stark served as a mentee to Trish. The latter's behavior ultimately led Stark to turn on her and nail the Z360. Now, almost 2 years later, it would be incredibly fitting for Trish to return and take Zoey's spot. If she's around long enough, they could even properly feud when Stark returns. Number 3. Lita could always return for another run. Lita is another all-time great. She spent time in Mexico and ECW before joining WWE. While in the company, she won the Women's Championship and had memorable rivalries and stories with talents like Trish Stratus, Chyna, and Edge, among others. The icon from the Attitude and Ruthless Aggression eras hasn't been around too much lately, but she made a few brief returns over the past several years. She even held the women's tag team titles alongside Becky Lynch. Lita could return and potentially team up with Becky again. Alternatively, she could chase the women's Intercontinental title, as the belt didn't exist when she was an active performer 20 years ago. Number 2. Nikki Bella returned to WWE at the 2025 Royal Rumble. Nikki Bella is a WWE Hall of Famer. Through her work in the ring and success on shows like Total Divas and Total Bellas, Nikki has become one of the most recognizable women in professional wrestling. The talented Bella parted ways with WWE, but later made her return in the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble match. Although she hasn't had a match since then, fans are expecting her back, especially with Evolution 2 looming. A perfect way to bring Nikki into the mix is to have her replace Zoey Stark on Raw while Stark recovers from her serious injury. Nikki is popular and a veteran, so she'll add a lot no matter where on the card she is slotted in. Number 1. Paige could make her return to the company now that she has left AEW. Paige is one of the most influential female competitors in modern wrestling history. Together with Emma, she played a crucial role in the Divas Revolution, which later became the Women's Evolution in NXT and then later the main roster. Known as Saraya outside of WWE, Paige joined All Elite Wrestling after parting ways with World Wrestling Entertainment, where she returned to in-ring action. However, Saraya has since left AEW as well, which means she is now a free agent. A return isn't out of the question, and she could certainly fill the void that Zoey Stark is leaving on Monday Night Raw. Paige is a legend that fans certainly remember, so if doctors clear her to compete, this could be the best possible option. The game should see if Paige is interested.